When Mackenzie was very young, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, she would tell us her stomach would bother her. This went on for years. Yeah. We just thought it was a child's way of getting a little attention before bedtime.
Mackenzie was actually a junior in high school, and she played soccer. She was having a lot of stomach pains.
I had horrible abdominal pain, all these other symptoms, and went to go get tested. Everything came back negative, so you just keep carrying on, keep plugging through.
Came up to Christmas Eve and she was in terrible pain, and took her to the pediatrician, and I was about 99% sure that it was an appendicitis.
I was, probably the most sick I've ever been. It was really bad.
So, of course, moms know.
We rushed to the emergency room. Turns out I had a ruptured appendix that had been sitting there for 2 months, so yeah.
And so she was, we were lucky because she was so sick and she was just loaded with infection. From
then on, my health was just never, ever the same.
After the appendicitis, we thought we were home free. She had a recovery, quite a bit of a recovery, but she never felt better. She kept losing weight and she remained ill. She just was not coming back.
Before she came in for the emergency room visit, where she ended up really staying for a long time, she had run a 5K.
I shouldn't have run the road race. I was in excruciating pain, but I was sick and tired of all of my tests coming back negative. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. And I ran it, and I shouldn't have because I woke up the next morning with an abscess on the side of my stomach. And then from then on out, I was hospitalized all the time, surgeries all the time. That's where I went downhill after that road race.
And she did. She had pretty bad inflammation. She had some severe Crohn's disease. Mackenzie had to undergo surgery. And it was a long process. She was in the hospital for a long time. She was really sick. Her intestines were really inflamed.
She's always been a really positive person, and she was able to maintain that positive outlook, even after diagnosis and, being hospitalized for days on end. She did miss out on so much, her freshman year of college, she had to postpone, and
all my friends were off at college and I was sitting home by myself.
That's when she really kind of, I think, awed everyone with her positive outlook and her ability to kind of look past the negatives.
And I said to her, we're gonna make you better. This is what we do. This is what we do. We're gonna make you better. I'm so confident we're gonna make you better. You're gonna be running again. Because that's when I first met her. And then I had to open my big mouth and say, I'm so confident you're gonna be running again that your first race, I'm gonna run with you.
So he was sort of just trying to motivate her, but she held him to it.
Oh,
she took that to heart.
And the second he left, I was like, Mom, this doctor, he just promised to run a road race with me. And I was like, this could be my gap year project.
So, in her time as a gap year, she decided to organize this 5K. And literally, in typical Mackenzie style, this big smile, and she always calls me Groves. She's like, Groves, I'm organizing a 5K, you're running it. I literally had this feeling in the pit of my stomach. But you know what, it was so great to see her excited about something. And I was like, okay, you got me. I said I was gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And I ran it. It was awesome. It was the first 5K I'd ever done.
I reached out to the Crohn's Colitis Foundation of America, where do I begin? I had no idea where to begin. This became my main thing every single day. I dedicated myself to sending emails, phone calls, researching, creating my website, putting out flyers. And bit by bit, everything started to come together, and it turned out to be something that I did not expect it to be. I was getting a lot of support and love through social media. And I kind of just thought a lot of these people are not going to actually show up the day of, they're just rooting me on. And then, the day of the race, I still remember it so well, just standing there with the microphone, and that's when it literally hit me in the face that you made it through this year. You created a road race, and there's about 450 people in front of you right now for this cause that has made you gone through hell.
And I think the first year we had over 300 runners, participants, and raised about $18,000 she did.
They've done phenomenally and have raised about $60,000 since they started.
It's a testament to one girl's desire to help figure out how to cure this disease that she has.
Seeing the success of the 5K and beyond that, the impact that she's made with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and just the Crohn's community, the medical community, Dr. Grover, all the lives that she's touched. It's amazing.
She really did touch the lives of everyone she came into contact with.
It was kind of the start of something that became much bigger than herself. It was her silver lining.
I really just kind of thought it was going to be 1 year, my gap year project. And I was so amazed by the amount of people that came that I was like, maybe I can do this for a couple more years. This 5K is raising awareness and it's getting the word out about what Crohn's disease is. And I think that's my favorite part, is to know it's making a difference and it's helping people.
So we've built it up, and we've taken people's commentary and adjusted some things. It's worked out well. So we keep pushing this, and we keep funding these solutions, these cures, and it's making a difference, I think.
Significant progress could be made within the next decade.
And having associations like, the IBD Center here at Boston Children's Hospital, the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America, people are focusing so many resources to help and try and find a cure.
My hope with this road race is that it not only helps people that suffer with this disease, but it helps people that just face dilemmas of all kinds. At the end of the day, life is too short to just sit around and be sad. I mean, there's definitely a time for mourning and grieving and being upset, but then there's a time to take your sadness and turn it into something good and help other people that are dealing with the same thing. And that's what I did. I reached out to my family, my close friends, and I told them about the idea of the road race, so they wanted to be there, they wanted to support it, and they wanted to make it a reality. So for those who feel alone, they're not. There's a lot of other people out there that are going through the same thing. You just got to find the people that really care for you to help get you through it, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to help you get through it, are your loved ones.